let's talk about the oh so important sewing tool of an iron. Welcome, I do sewing and DIY related content. In today's video, we are going to be talking about why you need an iron. So just to kind of kick it right off, an iron is going to help your seams look so crisp and so professional. Now, there are lots of different types of irons you can get. They can vary from being $10 to $15 all the way up to full like iron and steam systems that cost hundreds of dollars. If you were just starting off, you do not need anything that fancy. I would highly recommend getting an iron though that has a temperature adjuster. So as you can see on mine, it has this dial in the middle. So it allows you to, it kind of talks about the different types of fabrics you may be ironing. This can be very helpful though, especially if you think you are going to be doing a lot of sewing with different types of materials. Now, one of the first steps whenever you're starting to sew, especially if you are using cotton fabric, is to give it a good press. That can help it so that everything's laying correctly, everything's laying flat, you don't have to worry about any wrinkles. And that's a really important step when you are prepping your fabric. Now, as you can see, this iron also has the ability for me to add water so that it can have some steam. That's also really helpful to get your seams to lay nice and flat and to give it like a good pressing. Now, there are additional tools that you can get while you're ironing. So this is a tailor's ham. So a tailor's ham helps you to press seams that are more on a curve. So think of like a sleeve, right? So a sleeve or a waistband potentially. This is going to allow it so that it keeps that curved shape. And then a tailor's ham does have some weight to it. So as you can see here, this waistband actually had a slight curve. So I'm just putting the waistband on top of the tailor's ham and then pressing it out. So that way it kind of keeps some of that curved shape and it's a lot easier to iron and press. Now, a tailor's ham is definitely not something you have to have. If you are going to be doing a lot of sewing with garments, I would highly recommend getting one. They also, price really varies, and you can actually make your own. I know there's tutorials on there about that. Now, when I had gotten this tailor's ham, it actually came in like a two-piece kit, and it also came with this like pressing cloth. So this is kind of like a plasticky pressing cloth that is designed to handle those high heat and temperatures. This is fantastic though when you are working with a material that either burns or can actually like be sticky or something that would affect your iron. So the idea is that the iron is touching this cloth instead of the fabric itself. I would also recommend just having some sort of rag or other type of pressing cloth. Sometimes I'll use a towel, sometimes I'll use this rag. It can really help, especially if you're unsure how the fabric is going to work with your iron, just to give you like another kind of set to test it out. And then, of course, I like to store these in just like a little basket so that I can have them on hand when I am near my iron, but that's more of an optional item. Again, both of these are items that do not cost that much, but I say that are really helpful. There are a few other items such as like a wooden clapper or starch spray, but again, if you are just starting off, you do not need to dive fully into everything for an iron. Now, as far as where you're ironing on, as you can see, I have this mat. This is fantastic if you are in a small space. So if you don't have a lot of room to be bringing out an ironing board every single time you go to iron, I absolutely love this mat. We use it also for clothes. So like when you're ironing clothes, you just have this down on your table. And as you can see, it protects whatever the surface is underneath the table. Sometimes if you use a lot of steam, that steam can go through this mat, but overall it is great at being like that heat protected and it's not going to impact your furniture. But of course, you can also get little ironing boards or just get a full-size ironing board depending on what you need. Now, at other times, I have folded multiple pieces of batting if I just need a really quick little iron setup. That can also work. Basically, when you are doing this ironing though, you want to protect whatever you are ironing on top of. So you would never just iron on this rotary mat as an example, right? You want to be sure that there is something that is protecting the heat from the main board underneath, unless it is specifically for ironing. Now, ironing and pressing can really help give your projects that finished look. Everything comes out looking so smooth. It's also fantastic for helping things lay properly. So depending on what your clothes are doing, it can help remove any of those wrinkles and make it a lot easier to sew. It's also great for zippers. So as you can see here, invisible zippers have to be pressed open, and that's another reason why you need an iron, especially if you are doing garment making. So what happens if you just don't buy an iron? Well, you can still sew, but your seams are never going to look as crisp as professional as what you see in the store. If you are somebody who quilts, your quilts just aren't going to have that nice clean touch, so an iron is very important. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.